Hi everyone, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV spin-off. I've got the other two presenters here. Have a look on the main channel where we are previewing all this week for the Huddersfield game. And we thought, since we're all together, may as well get a quick general chat on Young Player of the Year and Player of the Year. I'm going to jump straight to Will. We'll start with the young players, if that's alright. Yep. Out of that list there, I'm going to name them to you. Sterling, Sané, Jesus, Ali, Martial, Rashford, Stones, Chamberlain, Chilwell, Chan and Dyer. Who's your young player of the year out of that?
Out of that lot, it's either got to be Sané or Sterling. I mean, when you think about how good City have been, out of those two, I think Sterling's had more goals, so it'd probably fall to him. He's been a surprise revelation this season. You know, when he went to City, he has fantastically, and when he went to City, there were loads of critics, and they said he wouldn't survive under Pep Guardiola, and he's done a lot to prove his critics wrong, and he's been absolutely fantastic for them. So I'd probably go Sterling.
I'm going to go against it, but I'm going to go for his Manchester City teammate. I'm going to go for Leroy Sané. I think he's, especially the first half of the season, he was absolutely fantastic. You know, the way he would just blitz past the player, more powerful than what Sterling is. Yeah. I know Sterling's got a lot more goals, and Sterling's done absolutely fantastic. But I'm going to go for Sané. I think the first season, last season, he struggled a little bit, and then this season he's made that kind of left wing position his own. Yeah. And he scores lots of goals, and you can take on players. He's powerful, years, and I think Sterling now is probably almost at his peak. I don't see how he can get any better, because he's very light on the ball. Where I think Sané,
like players who really rely on pace, there's only so far they can go in their careers.
Whereas Sané's got a little bit more about his game. Yes, he's got pace.
He's a much better technical player than Sterling is,
and I think Sané will go on big and big, and I think he'll be a massive star for Germany. Yeah. Sharky, young player of the year for you.
I have to go with you as well. I have to go with Leroy Sané. I mean, when City signed him at first, it's like a lot of players that sign for City, they're trying to find their feet. Guardiola, that was his first job in the Premier League with Man City, and he didn't really find the best sort of team that he wanted as a Man City manager, and he wasn't really at his best game. We didn't really see the best of Sané, but until this season, Man City have really kicked on to another level. Guardiola has got the best out of Man City, and he's really getting them better, and you've seen them this season how they've just stolen the Premier League, and they've pretty much had the league won by Christmas, haven't they? It's been won a long time ago, and you say Sterling as well, he's been brilliant. Sterling, he can't get any better than he possibly can be, and you look at him and you think,
I think we're all in agreement it's one of those two, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just one of those two, and I think he's big, he's powerful, he's strong, and he's made it his own, and I think he's only going to get better from now. He's going to win the Premier League and potentially win other leagues as well. That's it, and that's Man City. You can look at the whole Man City team, and that's the sort of competition that he's up against, and he's thrived under that pressure from last season, and he's really took his game to that next level, and hopefully he kicks on now.
Right, let us know what you lot. Obviously this is just what the odds are predicting, it's not the official shortlist. Player of the year, that's the big one. I'll run you through the names. We've got De Bruyne, Salah, Kane, Silva, De Gea, Hazard, Sterling, Aguero, Morata surprisingly in that list, Eriksen, Sané again, and Lukaku. So that's the odds, what the odds are going for. That's tough. It's probably the top three on that list, isn't it?
Yeah. Even David Silva, I don't think you can take away from how good he's been this season. Kane's been absolutely fantastic for Tottenham, and Salah has been an absolute surprise revelation. Considering his time at Chelsea, I don't think anyone expected him to be this good. But I absolutely love Kevin De Bruyne. I think he's so good in everything he does. Like, he just looks like such a natural footballer, and he looks like he's 10 steps ahead of everybody else.
Do you think it's between, on that list there I've just read out, De Bruyne, Salah and Kane, one of those three?
I'm more tempted to say it's probably most likely between only Salah and De Bruyne. I think Kane, he has been fantastic, but I mean Salah, especially to be a winger and to get the amount of goals that he has and assists, it's difficult to really argue against that. But then again, De Bruyne has been brilliant, and the City have been far and away the best team in the Premier League. So
who was it then?
For me, it's De Bruyne.
De Bruyne,
but that's just me, because I've always loved De Bruyne, and I was so excited when he came back to the Premier League with City, because I knew that he'd be a very, very good sign for him. He's been it's ridiculous. I mean, even against us, he got the assist for Sterling. It was amazing, and you can just point to all these games that they played overseas, and he's absolutely brilliant.
I kind of disagree with De Bruyne, but he's not my player of the year. Mine's got to have to go into Mo Salah. I mean, any of those lists,
it's difficult to argue against.
For me, I think it's shortlisted between De Bruyne, Salah and Kane. It's one of those three for me, and I'll go for Mo Salah again. You know, Liverpool wouldn't be where they are without him. You take his goals out. Yes, you got Firmino, you had Coutinho the first half of the season, and Mane. I feel like a song coming on. But I think Salah, for me, he's just come in and just a new signing to the. I know he's played for Chelsea and wasn't really that type of player, but just come in and he's just blitzed that league away from that right wing position. I mean, he's been very compared his style of play to Lionel Messi, and I can get why. It's very short touch, one touch, two touch, bang, goal, wherever it is.
Some of the goals he scores is unbelievable, absolutely remarkable.
It is, and it's nice to see that the community as well are actually singing like Muslim songs as well, and he's brought that. It's not just that in the football, outside of that, like, you know. And I think for me, I've got to go for him. Mo Salah, he's out in front and he's blitzed the league, and if you sold him, I generally feel he could be the first £300 million player. Shorty?
I couldn't disagree with anything you have said, but I'm going to go with Harry Kane. I think for me, he's just the complete player. I mean, he is the Alan Shearer of Tottenham. You know, he hasn't exactly got.
I think he'll go on and break the record.
I really do. I think he's going to break the all-time Premier League record. I think Shearer has even admitted that he's going to do it. You know, he makes the impossible look possible. You know, he can have a shot from outside the box, inside the box. He's strong. He's powerful. He's that presence in the box, and he can also be that menace. He's that fox in the box. He's everywhere. He just gets better and better each season. You know, he's won the goal 2 or 3 times now. He's going to do it again, and he's going to have that competition with Salah.
Think he'll be made captain for the World Cup? I mean, this year.
I hope so, because he's a real leader. You know, he's got a really good attitude. He's positive in everything that he does. And at the moment, he's got an injury, and you know, I feel really bad for him. But you know, he will come back better. You know, as he always does. And it's Harry Kane. I mean, like you've mentioned on that list, you know, there's a lot of players that could win it. You know, Mohamed Salah's been absolutely brilliant. You know, it's. For me, is that I just love everything about Harry Kane in his game.
All rounded,
and it'd be hard to disagree with any of those. And I just think that's why he's going to lead England to the World Cup, and hopefully, you know, he scores the goals that potentially get England, you know, to the later stages. I wouldn't say win it just yet, but get to the later stages and kick on. And for me, if it wasn't for Harry Kane, Tottenham wouldn't be where they are now. You know, take his goals away, Tottenham for me would be a bang average top 6, top 7 club. In Pochettino, that's all credit to him. You know, he's gelled them together, and that's it. He's doing well, and hopefully kicks on.
Would you say that Kane's probably the best out and out striker in the world?
Probably, he's got to be up there, hasn't he, with probably Lewandowski.
And probably just expand as well. That's why bigger clubs are after him. You know, like Real Madrid apparently been talked about, and hey, who knows?
I think what I'd say about Harry Kane is he actually misses a lot of chances. He's not actually that remarkably, despite the amount of goals he has. It shows how many chances he does get a match. He's actually statistically not that clinical.
The thing I like about Tottenham build the team around him.
Which you know, it's going to be interesting to see how that works with England, because obviously you don't have all the Tottenham players.
Don't have them taking corners. We'll be all right. So it's starting to rain. We're going to get out of here. Let us know your young player of the year. Player of the year, more importantly, all three of us are in disagreement for the right reasons. Let us know what your player of the year as well. Head over to Sharky's channel. Links in the description for his as well. See you. Bye bye.